Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy Bish and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Central Victoria, Australia. If you're new here, welcome. I am hopping with the Global Monthly Video Hop again for 2022, and for January's theme we have a thank you theme. So excited to be joining this wonderful group again. So if you are new here, we are Stampin' Up demonstrators from around the world. We get together every single month with a new theme, and you can find all the links to the videos in the description of this video. Now, if you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well, and make sure that you subscribe to my friends' channels as well. So, let me show you the project that we're creating today. This is such a cute project. It actually holds a chocolate inside, so it's a great thank you to give out to friends and family. We're using the Friendly Hello bundle that you can get as a free purchase with a $180 order here in Australia, and this is a free item, so you get the stamp set and the full pack of DSP as your gift through Celebration. Now this is available till the end of February. This is a Celebration catalogue. Everything in there is free, and we have the mini catalogue that is available as well. Alrighty, so let's get started with our project. We have the layering circle dies is what we're using to create our little backdrop there as well. So I've grabbed one piece of our DSP. This actually does measure 4 by 8 3/4, and I have a piece of fresh freesia cardstock which measures 5 by 5 inches. Now we are creating a little box for our little bag to go over the top. So for this 5 by 5 piece of cardstock, we're going to score on all four sides at 1 1/2. So 1 1/2. And this is going to create that little box to stick our chocolate inside. Now I did create this before purchasing the chocolate, so I wasn't sure whether it was going to fit, so I made it a little bit bigger than it needs to. You can make it a little bit smaller, but this, I think it looks great. I've got some shreddy inside and it sits really nicely, so I'm happy with it, but please yourself if you want it a little bit smaller. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut up on each of those score lines. So 2 on one side, we're going to turn it to the opposite side and do the exact same thing. We're also going to notch out on that center cut line that we're just creating. So just on the four little boxes on the edge. And this just helps it to go together really nicely. The other thing that you can do on those tabs is you could take maybe a third off, and that just takes out a little bit of that extra bulk. But this box is actually just fine without taking out any bulk. So we're just taking off that one little slither on each of those corner pieces. Alright, so I'm going to use I think I'm going to grab tear and tape to put it together, and I'm just pasting a few little pieces of tear and tape down. Tear and tape is a super strong hold, but I'm not popping too much inside either, so there's not much weight in it. So we're just lining up those edges on all four sides. Super easy box, and this is a really easy project, so hopefully you're enjoying it. Now if you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. I love to have new people come and join in on my crafty journeys. Alright, so we have our box ready to go. Let's bring in that DSP. What we're going to do, you could score it, but what I find just as easy is just wrapping it around and pinching the sides. This will create that little bag to go together. Really easy. So just pinching all four sides. I do take it off and I just pinch a little bit, so that pinch mark is a bit more prominent, but you don't want to crease up the whole sides, just that bottom piece that's running alongside that box. We're going to add some tear and tape up the side of this piece of DSP as well, and this will place it together. All the measurements I'm using for today's project can be seen over my blog. There is a link to that blog post in the description of this video, so you can go over and check those out. While you're over my blog, please sign up for my emails. I send out weekly emails filled with inspiration, what's going on, the promotions, and I also send out a free PDF tutorial every single month as well, just as an added bonus for all my subscribers. So I've run a little bit of tear and tape down that side of the DSP, and we're going to place it over the box again, and then we can place our sides together. So this piece of DSP actually just sits over the top of the box. Really cute idea. So you want to try, and because this is this DSP has the stripes in it, you want to make sure that it's lined up fairly well. Otherwise it's going to look a little funny. And pinch the top. So it's a little bit like a sour cream container sitting on top of a box, if you've made those before. I'm going to bring in just a little bit of tear and tape to place that together. We are putting a piece of cardstock over the top just to finish that top bit off, so it doesn't matter too much. Alright, so here is our strip. This does measure 4 1/8 by 3/4, and it's a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but we can chop off the ends. So I've got the Fresh Freesia cardstock, and there's a little splatter stamp in that Friendly Hello stamp set, so that's what we're using just to decorate. You could leave it plain, it doesn't really matter too much, but I really wanted to give it a little extra detail. This piece I'm actually going to put through my paper trimmer and score it in half, because we want to place it down over the top of the treat holder, and we're putting the tear and tape on both sides, so it's holding that top bit down. So we're going to bring in the tear and tape. Now, like I said before, this is a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but we can cut it down. I find sometimes that's easier than being just that little bit shy. So you can see our piece. So I have my layering circles here. Now my sample is actually the pool party measured. I want to have 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. The piece that I used on today's card is actually 3 by 3, so I've used a bigger die for the scallop. So you can please yourself at the end which one you prefer. Then we have the Fresh Freesia one, we have heat embossed with the Hello Friend. I have the heat embossed on Petal Pink, that flower from that stamp set. And then I have 2 leaves onto Granny Apple Green that we've just heat embossed with white embossing powder, using the heat tool to heat that up. We are going to fussy cut those images as well, so just creates a really pretty background. Now, if you're in need of any of the Stampin' Up! Supplies we've used on today's card, you can purchase them in my online store if you live in Australia. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. And I have a wonderful program for all my customers who purchase with me. I give away a handmade card every month, as well as a bundle tutorial. And most of the time I have another special as well, so check that out. So we're using some glue dots to just pop this flower together. I think these 3 or 4 colours really do go so well together. Just absolutely beautiful. So we've popped some dimensionals on the back. We're popping it, the Fresh Freesia up onto the pool party, and then adding a few more dimensionals to the flower to add him down. I'm going to pop some tear and tape on the back to make some silver loops. I'm using that Simply Elegant twine from the annual catalogue. I find this twine to be so useful, and it's a really great ribbon set to have in your stash. Metallics go with everything, and yeah, you just really can't go wrong with these set. So we're just going to add a little bit more tear and tape over the top. I like to secure down my twine, ribbon, all those sorts of things, just to make sure that it doesn't fall off your piece. But then we're going to come in with some more dimensionals over the top, and we can place that down onto our front of our box bag. Alright, so we're going to take off the tear and tape to create that top piece. And then to create the shreddy that I have popped inside, I've actually just taken some pool party cardstock and popped it through the shredder. This actually worked really well, and I think it tied in really nicely. As you can see, as I bring my chocolate in, it's going to be too big. So like I said, you could make your box a little bit smaller. I didn't worry too much because I'd already made it. And with the shreddy in there, it was fine. So you can pop in as much as you like. And I really can't get over the colours, how beautiful these colours go together. Real pastels. So we're just going to pop one of these chockies in. And what a nice little gift to give to someone to say thank you. A little chocolate in a gorgeous little treat holder. So popping it down over the top. And there we have it. Now don't forget, this is a video hop, so please go over and check my fellow friends' videos out. They are linked in the description of this video. And thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love it if you left me a comment. I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up. And I hope that you'll come back and check out my future videos. Alright everyone, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all soon. Okay, bye-bye. Sorry everyone, I just wanted to quickly say and show you the difference of the two layering circles there. So I have a bigger one for the sample that we created today and a smaller one hiding behind that fresh freesia. So you can choose for yourself which one you would like. Don't forget, this Friendly Hello bundle is the DSP and the stamp set. You can get these as a free item for a $188 order here in Australia. And there's wonderful products that you can choose from as your free gifts.